Hare Krishna. Today Govinda Devji is not there.
Not sure, maybe he will join later.
But we can start.
As far as I know, yeah.
Okay. So yesterday we were discussing that Hiranyakashipu became angry, and after hearing the statements from the Sandha and Amarka, so then he asked to Prahlad Maharaj, if your teachers are not teaching you these things, who taught you? Where from you got this polluted consciousness? So, by answering his father, Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj spoke 3 strong verses straight for preaching to Hiranyakashipu. So, they are very important texts, 30th, 31st and 32nd. These 3 verses again Prahlad Maharaj spoke to Hiranyakashipu to agitate him more. Matir na Krishne parathasvatoba mitho vipadyeta grihabratanam. He asked, where from you got this mati? Because what does mati? The mati is in Krishna. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, not saying where from he got it, but he is saying, Matir na Krishne parathasvatova mitho vipadyeta grihabratanam. And my dear father, it is not possible. Never ever you will get this kind of mati. Not possible, Prabhu. Adanta gobhir visatam tamisram. You are not controlling your senses. So forget it that you can understand if I say. It is not possible for you. The attached householders' inclinations towards Krishna is never happen by others' instruction or by own efforts or by both. Not possible. Matirna Krishna parato swatoba mitho vipadyeta grihabratana. Those who have taken vows that I will be grihabrata, I will be attached to the household affairs. So for them it is not. Adanta gobhir visatam tamisram, due to uncontrolled senses, they enter hellish life. Puna puna charbita charbhananam, and repeatedly chew the chewed. Same product in different package. As long as one has sex desire, one must transmigrate from one body to another to enjoy sex in different species. Although the forms may differ, sometimes demigod, sometimes human, sometimes animal, etc., the business of sex is the same. Whether we squeeze sugar out of sugar cane with our teeth or a machine, the result is same, sugar cane juice. Understanding Krishna is possible only by serving a pure devotee and getting training under there. So this fact is saying that unless you cannot understand it, unless you serve devotees, Mahat Seva. Nate vidu swartha gating hi Vishnu. The materialists are unable to understand. Nate vidhu swartha gating hi Vishnu. They are ignorant. They don't understand the Lord Vishnu is their real interest or goal of life. The first point of materialist is that why they can't understand? Because they never accept, they never understand the goal of life is Vishnu. Their goal of life is sense gratification. Nate vidhu swartha gating hi Vishnu. Swartha is Vishnu, they don't know. Durasaya re bahirarthamanina. Being ambitious to enjoy material world, they consider sense subjects are very much valuable. Andha yatha de upaniyamanas, because they are misled by blind man, bogus gurus, and fall into ditch. Tepi satantra urudam nibaddhaha. They are strongly bounded by ropes of material nature and suffer threefold miseries. That is their entanglement. So, because they are ignorant, because they are ambitious, because they are misled, because they are entangled, they can't get it. So, how then we can get it? Then he is saying, only by serving a devotee. Nesang matir stavat rukamangri susyanti na anartha apogama yadartha mahiyasang padrajo visekam iskinchananang navranita javat. This is the power of serving a devotee. Bhakta Seva. Nesam matir stavat rukamagrim. Their consciousness will not be attached to Lord Krishna, who is Urukrama, which destroys samsara, unwanted things. Their mati will not be attached to them. Why? Namahi asam padrajobhisekam. Till they smear their bodies with the dust of great devotees who are free from material contamination. Smear the dust of the feet means Padorajabhisekam means unless they serve a devotee, getting trained under them, unless they follow a devotee. That is. So, Prahlad Maharaj, when he spoke these three strong verses to Hiranyakashipu, by hearing these three important verses as answer from Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakashipu became outraged in anger, attempt to kill Prahlad. He said, now this is too much. This boy should be killed now. Just a few minutes before he was smelling his head and putting him in his lap, and so now this is the Asuric mentality. If their swartha is not fulfilling, so then immediately they will change. Similarly, we see when Kamsa was so attached to Devaki, he spent his time and money and energy for her marriage, And he was driving. Personally, he said, driver, no, I will drive personally. He was driving her car. And when Akashvani he heard, immediately come out from the driving position and ready to kill Devaki. Then and there. So all his love and affection finish in a second. That is the nature of the Swarthi. Because they don't know what is the gati of Swartha. Their Swartha is sense enjoyment. Swarthapara. So Hiranyakashipu, he was so affectionate to Prahlad, but the moment Prahlad Maharaj spoke few these verses, I don't know, Prahlad Maharaj is Mahajan. We know that preaching to the faithless is a Nava Aparad, ninth offense. And Prahlad Maharaj very well knew that his father, dear father, is 100% faithless. He has no faith in Vishnu. And what faith? He is enemy of Vishnu. And why is again and again teasing him, agitating him by telling these things? Prahlad Maharaj, maybe this is the desire of the Lord. So, because Devatar were praying now, so unless they get become heavy on Prahlad, so Lord cannot appear. So Devatar are praying for that. So that is the idea. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj is speaking these verses to Hiranyakashipu, and he knew that he will not understand. And he is telling that, my dear father, you cannot understand. You will never ever, whether I preach or you try or both of us will try, then you will not. Hiranyakashipu then attempts to kill Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu's blinded by anger, threw Prahlad off his lap and onto the ground. He became too angry. His eyes were reddish like molten copper. Tamra Chakyu. Although Prahlad maintained an attitude of non-cooperation with the philosophy of his father, yet he was tolerant and humble. But Hiranyakashipu, being a non-devotee, wanted to kill his own small son. This is the difference between devotee and non-devotee. Devotee, even is not agreeing to the proposal, but he will keep quiet. A non-devotee becoming active immediately. Hiranyakashipu ordered his servants to kill Prahlad. He not only threw from his lap down, he immediately passed order from his throne. O demons, this boy deserves to be killed. Kill him as soon as possible. He is the killer of my brother. Now he is telling he is the killer of my brother. Why? He is engaged in the bhakti. Bhakti of our enemy, Vishnu. Even at this young stage, he has given up his affection for his parents. He is certainly untrustworthy. We can't trust him. So kill him. And he is blaming that he is the killer of my brother. Are, he is small boy, your brother is killed by Barahadev. Prabhupada is making a point. Hiranyakashipu may be seeing Prahlad Maharaj like Vishnu because Prahlad Maharaj may be having this Sarupya Mukti. Rupa of Vishnu. Prahlad would be elevated to Sarupya liberation, that awards one to have a similar Rupa as Lord Vishnu. And in that sense, he resembled Lord Vishnu. Though devotees are not interested, but Lord sometimes used to give, even if they don't want. Hiranyakashipu anyway ordered his servants to kill Prahlad. O demons, this boy deserves to be killed. Kill him as soon as possible. He is the killer of my brother, for he is engaged in bhakti of her enemy Vishnu. So, if the servants of Hiranyakashipu ask him, Sir, dear king, how can we kill your son? He is our Rajkumar, he is prince. So Hiranyakashipu, justifying why he should be killed, from text 37 and 38, the justification given by Hiranyakashipu to the demons. He is giving the example just like a medicinal herb. Though born in the forest, if a nice medicinal herb, if it is in the forest, though born in the forest, because it is beneficial, must be kept carefully. Similarly, if an outsider is favorable, he must be protected like a son. He may not be son, but if he is outsider, but we should see the favorability. It's just like the medicinal herbs, even if grow in forest, we should keep it carefully. Similarly, even if he is not our relative, he is an outsider, but if he is favorable for our sense gratification, we should keep him carefully, protect him. And on the other hand, the another justification is giving a limb of body, a part of body. If a limb of body is diseased, it should be amputated, so that the rest of the body may live happily. Similarly, even one's own son, if unfavorable, must be rejected. Suppose one of our part of our body got cancer or leprosy or something like that. So before it getting spread to the whole body, we should take out this part to save the other part. So that's justification Hiranyakashipu is giving. So now he is a cancer for our family. He may preach to others also. So better I should take action now. Otherwise, this fellow will spread this. He will preach others also. So the diseased part should be taken care immediately. So if it is unfavorable, then it must be rejected. Uncontrolled senses are the enemies of yogis. See, Hiranyakashipu is giving such a nice example. For a yogi, yoga indriya nigraha. Yoga is the goal. The main thing is to control their senses. Yoga is for indriya nigraha. And for yogi, the uncontrolled senses considered as enemies for the yogis. Similarly, This Prahlad is an enemy because I cannot control him. So he must be killed by all means. Because he is out of control now, so he should be killed. He is not obeying me, he is following my enemy, he is becoming follower of my enemy. At least never not follow me, that is one more thing, but keep quiet, don't follow my enemy. So that's why he should be killed. Yes, Parama Karunaji.
Maharaj, some questions. You mentioned something like he maintained an attitude of non-cooperation, yet he was tolerant and humble. And then just earlier on, we were hearing how he called Hiranyakashipu the king of demons, the best of the asuras. And then just before these few verses, he offers his obeisances to Hiranyakashipu.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to see, or just trying to understand, is he actually offering obeisances to Hiranyakashipu?
Of course.
Um,
It is mentioned in this Bhagavatam.
and what's his mentality behind it? What's his mentality? Why is he offering obeisances?
Because he is a father.
The demon is an atheist.
No, even if atheist, but he is after all his father. So I used to tell our students, see, we should not condemn our father even they are eating fish and meats and all that, or drinking or not following devotional practice. Still we have to respect them because Prahlad Maharaj was doing. We have to Mahajana Jayana Gatha Sapantha. He was our Mahajana. And his father was following 4 regulative principles, not means not in negation but in positive way, doing the 4 things very nicely. We are not doing, but he was doing. But still, and he was not a devotee. Still, Prahlad Maharaj, whenever he saw Hiranyakashipu, he will offer full Dandavat Pranam, full respect. So we should also respect everybody, whether they follow or not.
Sorry. So he's offering his obeisances because him being the father.
Not only father, not only this, because he is also the servant of Supreme Lord. That is, he is in Tamagun, he is in different modes of nature, that is another thing. But after all, every living entity, everybody is the servant of Lord. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nitya Das. Jive Samman Dive Jani Krishnera Adhishtan. That is our principle of devotee. We should respect everybody, considering that they are the sitting place of my worshipable Lord. They are the sitting place, they are the temple. Lord is inside him also. So he is also temple.
So internal reason is...
So he is not offering obeisance to demon Hiranyakashipu, but father Hiranyakashipu. And that Hiranyakashipu, inside him, Lord Hari is there. That's why he is respected. He is offering respect.
And then I'm just thinking, what is his mood behind calling him the best of asuras, the king of demons, and what is Hiranyakashipu?
He is speaking truth because he is best of asuras. He is not speaking lie. He is best of asuras. One authentic asura.
Speaking sarcastically?
No, he is fact. He is telling as his degree that you are the best among the demons. That is his designation. Among the demons, he is the best one. Asura Varya. no other demons are bigger than him. So he is telling that you are the best among the demons.
And the Hiranyakashipu is taking that as an appreciation?
Yeah, of course. If you tell a demon you are such a great demon, he will feel happy. If you tell a teacher, oh, you are such a nice teacher, he will become happy. If you tell a devotee, then he will become unhappy. If you tell what they are, so they should feel happy, na? Because see the priests, they are telling our king's dynasty is like a fragrant sandalwood forest. Chandana Vana. How come you come as bubble tree? You are so pure. They are eating feast, drinking liquor. They are so nice. So why you are chanting Hare Krishna? In Chaitanya Lila, when Haridas Thakur was taken to Kaji, the Kaji was preaching to Haridas Thakur. He said, my dear Haridas, you appeared in such a highly parentage, such a aristocratic, pure Muslim family. You know, you are so pure. When you see Hindu Brahmans, you have to take bath immediately. Because these people, they don't know what to eat, what not to eat. But we are eating, drinking so nicely. So we are so pure. So why you are not following us and going and chanting Hare Krishna? So they are becoming happy for what they are doing. Okay?
And Maharaj, earlier on you mentioned unless one is free from sex desire,
Yes.
one will have to take repeated birth, chewing the chewed.
Yes.
Unacharvita charvananam.
Yes.
So there are also other statements by Prabhupada. Prabhupada says sex desire will not go away even till death.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's
And
fine.
then someone approached Srila Prabhupada and said, I'm free from lusty desires or sex desire. Prabhupada said, you must be mad.
Yes.
So then how to understand this? Because on one hand we cannot be free, and on the other hand, we must be free to enter into the
So,
spiritual world.
as per my understanding, no question of free, we have to control it and we have to pray to Lord sincerely, insistently, continuously praying. Lord only, He is Mayapati, that is, He is the power of Maya. Maya metam tarantite, mame vai prapadyante. If you do prapatti, if you take surrender of Lord and pray Him, then by His mercy, you can get free from it. Maya will leave you. Otherwise, there is no way. Okay?
And Maharaj, if possible, one more question before we
Yes.
go ahead.
Yes. Go ahead.
Maharaj, earlier on in text 13, Lord Brahma is mentioned, and it is said that sometimes he becomes bewildered.
Yes.
Right? So then how to understand that Lord Brahma becomes bewildered? Because number one, he's Mahajan, and number two, he's head of Hidaya. And then he's regarded as a pure devotee, someone who's going to go back to Godhead at the end of life.
So actually, sometimes devotees used to give example of Brahma to make us understand that Brahma is the supreme post, and if somebody is in supreme post and position, they can be bewildered. To justify this, they used to tell Brahma's name. But exactly, Brahma is a devotee, he is our Acharya, and just he will go back to Godhead after his tenure, and he is the son of Lord. Lord personally, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavayo, he taught him. He guaranteed him, you will never become Mohit in second Kanda Bhagavatam. You will never become bewildered. That is the boon given by Lord to Brahma. But to make the statement strong, we have to tell something strong thing. So then the highest post, the supreme post is Brahma. So we will tell them, even if Brahma is if he is Bahirmukh, Brahma is not Bahirmukh. If he is Bahirmukh, then he has to go through these things. He will build that. And the Brahma Vimohan Lila that we are studying in Bhagavatam, that is not, that is a credit of our Brahma. Because Lord select him to be a part of to take a role in this drama. If somebody is getting bewildered from Lord, so that is our credit. Just like Chaitanya Lila Saraswati told to that Digvijay, Keshav Kamishir, he said, you foolish, you don't know? You can't win him, but you know who he is. He is my owner. He is my boss. So from him, get defeated means that is the winning. You are success if you defeat from him. Get defeated. So Brahma feels so happy by getting defeated, getting bewildered from Krishna. He says, yes, my Lord, it is my position. I should be bewildered. You are always master, I am always servant. So that is, this way. And Lord is Lord. He builder Brahma, he builder Shiva, he builder Indra, he builder, everybody can builder. That is natural. Nobody can compete Lord, Supreme Lord. So even if Brahma get bewildered, if Prahlad Maharaj told Brahma Dayo, Brahma Adi, Brahma and Shiva, they are getting bewildered, so that is fact, because they are Supreme Lord. Brahma, Shiva, they can't be compared to the Supreme Lord. Okay? So in this statement, we are not pointing Brahma, we are pointing the Lord's position, how supreme he is. Proving the supremacy of the Lord. That even Brahma Devi, they are getting bewildered, what to speak of us. Okay? This is the thing. Okay? So uncontrolled senses, text 38. If yogis, they can't control their senses, that is their problem. This is enemy. The uncontrolled senses are the enemies for yogis. Similarly, Hiranyakashipu is saying, my son is uncontrolled by me. I can't control him. So he is my enemy. So he must be killed by any means. This is his justification. Then he again ordered and attempts to kill Prahlad. Started, but everything failed. Then from text 39 to text 41, Prahlad's undisturbed meditation. When they attacked Prahlad to kill him, Prahlad became fearless and sat in meditation. The fierce-looking demon, they began striking the tender parts of the Prahlad with their tridents. But Prahlad sat silently, meditating on Vishnu, the unchangeable, transcendental super soul of the entire universe. The demon's weapons had no tangible effects on Prahlad, like the good deeds of an unfortunate person. Even if there is good deeds, an unfortunate person will not get benefit of it. So, similarly, they tried their best to attack to the tender parts of the boy Prahlad with their full force and fierce instruments, but everything failed. everything failed. So, then Hiranyakashipu became fearful. Hiranyakashipu was getting notification, report every day evening. They told, go and do this. And Hiranyakashipu again getting the report, sir, we can't do anything. So Hiranyakashipu became fearful and began contriving other means to kill Prahlad. They said, okay, if he's not getting killed in this way, then try the other way, try some other way. So, text 43 and 44 described various attempts to kill Prahlad. Various ways. Hiranyakashipu could not kill Prahlad by these attempts. What are these attempts? Number one, throwing him beneath the feet of a big elephant. Put him in. If he is not killed by weapons, he said, Astra Shastra mein pehle to attack kiye the, fierce weapons, and it didn't happen. So then Hiranyakashipu told them, okay, if it's not happening, then put him under the, bring big elephants and put him under the feet of elephants. They tried. This didn't happen. Elephant feet got broken. But Prahlad, nothing happened to him. So then that also got failed. Then he said, okay, if the elephants can't do anything, throw me into snake house. Venomous snakes. Put them alone. Snakes will bite, will kill. Then they put him among the huge snakes. And the snakes came. They were very angry. They came to bite Prahlad. Was so quiet, meditating on Vishnu. They saw Prahlad and they went back. They didn't bite him. They didn't bite him. It is said in Chaitanya Bhagavat that if some devotee is really connected with Vishnu sometimes, so then even the snakes, the tigers, the lions, they will not also. Then even the fire, they cannot burn him. Tiger cannot give him trouble. Snakes cannot bite him, it is said. So the fact is, Prahlad Maharaj is like that. All the snakes, they came angrily, but by coming near to Prahlad, by seeing him, they went back. Must be at that time, I don't know. Now only smartphones are. At that time, some kind of instrument should be there. They will take the photograph and send to Hiranyakashipu through WhatsApp or some other means must be there. Hiranyakashipu must be looking. Oh, this is happening. The snakes are not biting him. Elephants are not kicking him. They try to put few days among these snakes, dangerous snakes, but nothing happened. Then Hiranyakashipu said, employing destructive spells, that also didn't happen. Hurling him from the top of the hill, taking to the top of the hill, and throwing him from there down. Those who are engaged to kill, they are almost half killed, because going to the top of the hill, they are also suffering like anything. But Prahlad Maharaj was laughing. When they throw from the top of the hill, they are crying. He said, oh, it's so dangerous. But Prahlad Maharaj was so happy. He was laughing. Why? Because he could see that my dear Lord is folding his hands to take me in his lap. He could see it. He could feel it. So he was laughing. Hiranyakashipu, when he saw the photo, he became more bewildered. Then conjuring up illusory tricks, imprisoning him, put in jail, not giving prasad, administering poison, starving, exposing him to severe cold, winds, fire, and water, throwing heavy stones to crush him. When all this failed, Hiranyakashipu was in great anxiety about what to do next. Nothing is happening. Yes, Karunaji.
Yes, much. Thank you. Just regarding these different attacks on Prahlad Maharaj, what exactly was happening when he was being attacked by the tridents, by these weapons? Was it that there was a protective shield, or was it that the trident was going through Prahlad Maharaj? Like what exactly was happening?
And exactly what I can understand, when the demons were their full force putting trident to the tender part of the Prahlad's body, they are thinking it's so tender, looking like tender, it is feeling like tender. But for trident is not tender, it's like a steel iron steel. The trident and dashing and getting molded, fires coming out, fierce fang coming out, and the front part of trident getting broken or getting molded, like that is happening. You understand?
It seemed
Though
like
it is very simple, tender part, and there it is like a 8 gauge iron plate. If you apply trident to this heavy iron plate, what will happen? So that was happening. It is described when Krishna Balaram was entering to the arena of Kamsa in his Dhanush Yajna, when in the stadium, the Chanura and Mustika, they were ready for fighting. When they saw the only 12 years old boy, 11 years old boy, Krishna and Balaram, everybody saw him, they're so immature boys only. But these mountain like body, Chanura and Mustika, they saw these boys, they are boys, they are like Vajra, they are like thunderbolt. Their body must be with some special metal. Their body made out of some metals, maybe. They are thinking like that. So, different vision. If Lord can do that, so he can give that energy to his devotee too. They can do like that. Because this is not Prahlad Maharaj, this is Lord is protecting Prahlad. This Lord is protecting. Yes.
and that would be the same when the elephants are trying to.
Yes, same thing. They push the elephant, bite him, go. Elephant is going and not touching his feet. He want to offer obeisances. Oh, he is my Lord. Elephant didn't kick him. He folded his leg and offer obeisances to him. Just like snakes. They said, we can't bite him. He is our boss. So what they can do?
In the case of snakes and elephants, they backed off.
Yes, they backed up. They offer obeisances. They gave respect to him.
And then there is these elements which Prahlad is exposed to.
Yeah.
Now, where he says he's exposed to cold wind and fire and water, can we take fire as Holika? Because Holika is not mentioned anywhere.
Yes, it's not mentioned, but it is Holika, yes. Holika got boon. He was sanctioned boon that she will be fireproof. She is fireproof, her dresses all are fireproof dress. But then he told her brother, Hiranyakashipu, why are you in tension? You know I am fireproof. Now, yes, my dear sister, I know that you are fireproof. Now, so then I will take Prahlad in my lap and you set fire, then finish. Hiranyakashipu, so nice idea. That fire will not burn you, I know that, you are fireproof. But the fireproof he was there, but when he hold Prahlad, then this didn't work on him, it worked in different way. Prahlad got become fireproof, he became burnt, she burnt. So even if we have the boons from the demigods, we should not challenge with the devotee. These boons will affect in different way. Even if they throw stones, but the stones getting broken, they didn't also do any effect on him. So Hiranyakashipu tried all kind of ways and means he could. What would be possible he tried, but everything failed. Everything failed. Then Hiranyakashipu was in great anxiety. Anxiety for what? Now what to do next? What to do next? So then, from text 45 till the end of this chapter, so this part is somehow or other Hiranyakashipu was in bed. He became sick. His sugar became high. And he was under depression. And strong medication was going on. All Ayurvedic, allopathic, homeopathic, everything they attempted, but nothing was happening. He was full under stress. So then these Brahmanas, Swanda and Amarkate came to meet. What happened? He is too much sick, our king. So they discuss, oh my dear king, what happened? Why you are sick? My sickness only because of my son. Why? He is happy. Why you are sick? Prahlad Maharaj was happy. He was not sick. His father got sick. Why? And the tension, heavy tension. Sugar, BP, everything high. Why? Now this boy not going away, न मरता है न डरता है. Not dying, not going, staying here with me. And I have tried all means, nothing happening. And another way that I am getting old, he is getting young. So he will take revenge. In this thinking, Hiranyakashipu is in ICU. Yes, Amago Govind.
Pranam Maharaj, Hare Krishna. Maharaj, here we have seen that Prahlad Maharaj is got protected from every danger.
Yes.
Whatever comes to him.
Yeah.
And this is because he is a pure devotee of
Yes.
the Lord.
Yes.
So there is definitely pure devotees are at present also in this world, material world. So why we don't see this type of protections in these days or in other cases?
Because some devotees are there, but not like Prahlad Maharaj. So just like Devatas, they didn't get protection. Even though Lord himself manifested in front of them, And Lord told, I will not protect you, but if devotee like Prahlad, I will come personally to protect him. So that is Lord's version. So he knows whom to protect, whom to not protect. We cannot demand.
That means this type of protection will only will come only when one will become Prahlad like
Yes,
devotee.
only.
Very big condition, Maharaj.
Yeah, to
Thank you.
become a devotee is not ordinary thing.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Maharaj.
Just by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and getting up early or doing some practice, we should not think that we become devotee.
Yes.
Becoming devotee, it's not something ordinary. This Prahlad Maharaj, he was devotee from millions of lifetimes, Naisargiki Mati. And not only that, he got training in his womb for thousands of years. And we have not gone through any training. Now somehow or other, at the half of our age, we got name to chant and try to get some way to reading Bhagavatam in our old age. But Prahlad Maharaj, from the beginning, from the womb, he was practicing it. And Naraji was there to instruct him. Just imagine.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
So now Hiranyakashipu Maharaj is in ICU. Some of you want to see him? But anyway, Sanda Amarka they came when they heard. They must bring some fruits and all that to see him. What to do? Find out what he is eating. He is not eating anything. So they came and see him in hospital, Royal Hospital, and they discuss. Then Hiranyakashipu told them what is the reason behind it, the rahasya. So Hiranyakashipu is telling his thoughts. I called him many ill names and devised many means to kill him, but he saved himself by his own powers. Although near to me and merely a child, he is completely fearless, never forgetting Vishnu. He is like a dog's tail, soon as a you know dog's tail? There is a saying, dog's tail will never straight, it's always bent. And one person sometimes caught a dog's tail and put it inside the bamboo for 12 years. He said, now it must be straight. When he bring out, again, tune. So Hiranyakashipu is giving this example also, like a kutta ke pooch. Never to be straightened. His strength is unlimited. He appears immortal. Perhaps due to my enmity toward him, I shall die. That is the thought of Hiranyakashipu. Because of this, I may die. And he will take revenge because I have done all this to him. He will not forget. Thinking this, Hiranyakashipu is in Asia. Then Sandhamark advised him. Hiranyakashipu secretly advised Hiranyakashipu. There is no reason for you to be in remorse. You have conquered all three worlds, Triloka Vijayi. All the demigods are afraid simply by the movement of your eyebrows. Prahlad is a small child, and his bad or good qualities have no value. He is a small child. He is childish now. When we become young, he will forget. You all are now young, in your old age, young age. So when you ask your mother, mummy, when you are in the age of 5, 4, 5, what kind of nutty you are, they will tell if they recall. But now you are so sincere, so serious. But if you see the record, history of your 5 years old age record, then you say how nutty you are. So that same thing, the Sanda Amar saying, he is a small boy. Time pass by, when you become old, he will change, he will be changed. Why you are thinking so much about this? He is a small boy. You are so powerful, and he is a small child. His bad qualities, good qualities have no value. It will definitely get changed. And if you are thinking, then we are telling. We got a email from our dear father Sukracharya that he is going to come soon. Until our father Sukracharya returns, just arrest him with the Varna pass, that he should not go out somewhere. And anyway, he was not going away. Hiranyakashipu will be happy if he will go run away, but he is not going away. But Sanda and Amarka telling he may go away because of your atrocities, so better arrest him and keep him, so that he will not flee in fear. He will change by age and service to Acharya. These two things, at least they understood. By serving the Guru and Acharya, his character will be changed. He will be changed. And anyway, everybody is getting changed by the age. When you become old, these childish habits will go away. And by serving Acharyas, he will become serious. So, one thing that is to keep him arrested, Hiranyakashipu telling, why I arrest? I want he should run away, but he is not going. I will be better happy if he will not be here. I don't want him here. So, to their instructions and requested, Hiranyakashipu agreed. He said, okay, I don't want to keep him in arrest, house arrest. I don't want to see him. Better you take him and keep under your custody till Acharya comes. Till Sukracharya comes, you take him. I don't want to keep him in my house or want to see him. Now I am too much. It's for me. So he requested them to instruct. To answer, try. So then the Sanda and Amarka, they took Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj very happily went. He said, okay, Guruji, I can go to hostel, no problem, I will go. Anyway, he doesn't have to pay the fees because anyway his father's property, he is prince. So, both the director and principal of the university, they took the student again to the hostel. But this time they are very, very alert, high alert. They will give him a single room. They will put 2 securities, and they will high alert that no devotee should come inside for preaching or something, and they will try to teach him. And Sanda Amarka, they tried their best to teach him. Prahlad, who was very submissive and humble, about dharma, artha, kama, moksha, very systematically he learned. When they teach him all these subjects about dharma, artha, kama, moksha, politics, economy and all that, and Prahlad Maharaj nicely, he noted everything in his notebook and doing all the homeworks. and everything was doing nicely. Prahlad did not like them, for such instructions are based on the duality, worldly affairs, which involve one in a materialistic way of life. Though Prahlad Maharaj was not liking the syllabus, the politics, he doesn't like this course, but what to do? That is the course there in the 12th board. So he has no option. So he was okay. He was studying that. Prahlad's classmate would call him for playing in the absence of the teachers. Because Prahlad was so attractive, not by his qualities, but by form also. He was looking so good and such a wonderful qualities, mostly respectful, and so all the good qualities were there. And he was the prince. And now he is famous because the emperor, he tried his best and failed. So all the schoolmates, all the friends, classmates, they were very, very interested to take selfie with him. They all became friend with him. They are very, very interested. Oh Prahlad, one photo, please come here. Oh Prahlad, please give your number to us. So they became all friends, and not only friends, they became very respectful. Because all these boys, when they saw Prahlad, when they saw Prahlad is so serious, in this age, they became so attracted towards Prahlad, just like a disciple to a guru. They became so surrendered, all the students. And one day in recess time, recess you know, play time. So the teachers, they went for lunch, it's lunch break. And all the friends, they came, all of them came, and they invite Prahlad for playing. Prahlad took that opportunity. He said, why wasting time in playing? What? We don't want to play? No, it's wasting of time. Acha. So then Prahlad started instructing him. In sweet words, Shlakhniya Vacha began to teach them about the uselessness of this materialistic way of life. Prahlad started teaching to all his classmates. In the recess time, in this 1 hour time, he tried to please them. He took the opportunity because all the students, they are very, very, very respectful and friendly to him, surrendered to him almost. Prahlad took that opportunity. This is the best time to please them, because there is a saying, strike the iron when it is hot. If the iron is not hot, red hot, if you try to bend it, then your hand will get bent. Iron will not get bent. But when it is hot, then it immediately gets bent. So when somebody is in totally surrendered situation, respectful situation, then he should preach. That is the perfect hot time. So Prahlad Maharaj saw, he was an expert preacher. He said, oh, this is the time. And immediately in this recess time, he started to teach them about the uselessness of the materialistic life. How we are wasting our time in playing, eating, sleeping, all these things of life. Prahlad's classmates would call him for playing in the absence of teachers. But Prahlad addressed his friends in sweet words and began to teach them. And then all the childs were very much respectful to him, to Prahlad. Not so polluted because they are child now. They are not that matured. By their teachers, they are not polluted now yet. So they surrounded Prahlad to hear him with eyes fixed on him, attentive hearing. This is also attentive hearing here. All these classmates, they sat around Prahlad and very attentively, fixing his eyes on him, they try to hear. A Mahabhagavat, Prahlad Maharaj, desired their welfare and began to instruct them. And what happened? You will read in the next chapter. What will the result? Okay? Now recess is over. Prahlad Maharaj's teaching is there. So your unit is getting over in the recess time. Yes? Any further discussion you want?
Maharaj,
Yes.
we generally say, or at least with, yeah, we also find it in the scriptures and so on, that the Lord protect us both materially and spiritually. However, when it comes to our situation, we always give the example, yeah, Lord may take this way, may take that way, we may go through certain suffering, but He's protecting us spiritually from fall down, right? But in this situation, in Prahlad Maharaj's situation, He's protecting him materially. Like, ultimately, Prahlad is a spirit soul. So what was the need for him to be protected materially?
He is not protecting, the Lord is protecting him. The need of Lord, because he is a preacher and he is Mahabhagavat. Nobody can do any bad to him. So he is protected by the Lord. He is not protecting. As I told, already discussed, that he is still there in Sutal Lok as well as in Vaikuntha Lok till now.
So then it seems like when it comes to the devotees like Prahlad, pure devotees,
Yeah.
the Lord protects them materially and spiritually.
This is no question of material, it's only spiritual. There is no matter in his thinking, in his feeling, in his willing, in his body, inside or outside. Everything is full spiritual. You heard that he was resembling like a Lord, like a Sarupya, Rupa of Vishnu. How can you think that is matter? If matter, then the tridents, why it didn't work? If matter, why the serpents why can't bite? If matter, why elephant didn't work? It's not matter. It's definitely antimatter.
So then what we're saying is then that when we're on the level of Prahlad, Lord protects us spiritually, including our
Actually, we should not say protect. We can understand the fact that spirit cannot be smashed. Spirit, in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we know the characteristics of the spirit, that nobody can do any harm to spirit. Neither fire can burn it, water can make it wet, air cannot make it dry, fire cannot burn it, no weapons can cut it, it cannot be subjected to death and birth and death, isn't it? These are the qualities of soul, and he was in that level. So how somebody can destroy? There is no way. Our body and we are different. In case of Prahlad, it's different. His body and him in similar level. Okay. So we should not think that he got protected. No. A better way to think that nothing can harm him because he is spirit. Spirit is out of all these things. Na hanyate hanyamane sarire. Okay.
Okay, then there's an interesting. Okay, we're kind of going into an interesting area then. So then, if we're saying, for example, a pure devotee spiritual master,
Yeah.
His form is pure, or Prahlad Maharaj is pure. Right?
Prahlad Maharaj is pure.
Then what about disease? What about preservation of the form of the spiritual master? Because on one hand we're saying it's protected, but on another hand we're preserving.
These words are used, protection are there to make us understand how the Lord's mercy and what is the power of Prahlad Maharaj. Okay? Yes, next, Brinda.
Hare Krishna Maharaji, thank you so much for the class. Maharaj, I had two questions. First was that if we do not preach to the faithless, but if we are in a situation where we cannot go and someone is asking us about our practices, but we know that that person is faithless and he will do upahas, but we cannot escape that situation, then what should we do in those situations?
Try to avoid as much as possible. Bring some another topic into him. Okay? Upekkha.
Yes,
This is our dealings. We should avoid as much as possible. Okay. Yes, Govinda.
Maharaj,
Yes, okay, go ahead.
one last question was that as we heard yesterday also that for a Vaishnava there is no distinction between enemy or friend.
Yes.
And we should respect everyone because it is a sitting place of Lord. But sometimes in my heart, enmity comes towards the people who are faithless and the ones who do upahas. Enmity comes in the heart.
You should not become envious to them, rather become piteous to them. Okay? That how these people are under the clutches of guna, modes of nature. They are dancing in the modes of nature, and pray to the Lord for their benefit. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, Govindev ji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Maharaj.
Maharaj. Yes. Please, Prabhu, continue, Prabhu. Yes, please, I'm sorry.
Should I speak, Maharaj?
Yes, go ahead.
Maharaj, just I wanted to know why Shukracharya's son, they were not teaching moksha to Prahlad Maharaj.
Mukhya, because they don't know Mukhya. They don't have gone through that course.
Shukracharya, he was not.
Shukracharya ji, Acharya of Shukra.
Okay.
He is not Mukhyacharya, Shukracharya. Okay, yes. Yes. Another Govindji.
Yes, Maharaj, please explain our Maharaj. Yes. So while we are understanding these past tense of Prahlad Maharaj, that is a contradictory conception. Because as you had said that yes, Prahlad Maharaj is a Mahabhagavat, he was not discriminating the difference between demon and devotee, so he was equally addressing everyone. But whenever he addressed his father, Sad Manne Acharya Pratyadehinam means that he just addressed him as a demon, means recognizing the fact that his father is undoubtedly a demon. So is it transpiring a different conception?
No, he's speaking truth. He's not discriminating because he's demon king, he's Asura Bharya, is the best among the demon. He's telling the same thing. Yes, you are best among demon. Prahlad Maharaj himself also is son of demon, but he can be a devotee. So don't think that demons cannot be devotee. Anywhere devotee can become from any ground, from any place. Bali Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they were from demoniac background, but they were Mahajan.
So it's Maharaj the real identification of a person. It's not a discrimination, sense of discrimination, is it not?
This is not identification, this is their designation.
Okay.
Identification is Dasa, Krishna Das, servant of Lord. In this ekatvam, there is equality. But as designation, there is difference. That's why Sarva Padhi Vinirmuktam, when devotee, they should be free from all the designations. Materialists, they like the designations. So the material father, you should tell them by their designation, they will be very happy. If you tell somebody is in SSP, oh SSP Sahab, he will become very happy. If somebody is director, principal, to tell by that, by his post and position, they will be very happy. Isn't it? We like to hear our designation through our introduction. Isn't it? That is the nature of the materialistic people. So Hiranyakashipu wants to hear like that.
Yes, Maharaj, it is very fine. So Maharaj, I have another question regarding oneness. So you are saying that yes, if Krishna revolves around the center of all our lives, so we are practicing Krishna consciousness, then everything, the whole diversity merges into one single point and single unit, that is Krishna. So this can be also compared with, suppose we all are Indians. We saw that we are Indian. So there are different diversities, there are different creed, caste, religious people. They have united. So in the name that, in the recognition that they are Indians, so that is also an unity. What is the difference between this unity in diversity? So we are very well popular with this word, this statement, unity in diversity. So they who practice Krishna consciousness, so all the diversities will merge into one unity. Means
yes,
here,
you should understand that though we have so many diversities, we are Indian, we are black, we are fat, we are thin, we are poor, we are foolish, we are unintelligent, uneducated. Many designations are there, and many other types are there. But even if all these designations, we all are servants of Lord. That is unity in this diversity. Okay?
but Maharaj, if we say that we all are Indians, we are also in the name that we are.
So you are Indian, still you are servant of Lord or not?
So how can you very implicitly understand these two conceptions?
Because these are all upadhis, they are temporary. The permanent position is the servant of Lord. Now you are Indian, who knows afterward you will become American, Australian, or who knows what will happen or what you heard before. This is temporary cover we have. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, Parama Karunaji.
Maharaj, earlier on in text 32, we were hearing how we should smear the dust of the lotus feet of a devotee.
Yes.
Maharaj, you explained that that means to serve the devotees, to follow the devotees, follow the instructions.
Yes.
What is the connection? What is the connection between smearing the dust and actually following instructions and serving?
Actually, the connection is that always wish, in every respect, if you want to please somebody, you have to offer pranam at his feet. To Krishna, to devotee, to anybody. If you touch somebody's feet, then he will become definitely pleased. Because the feet is the lowest limb, सबसे नीचा, the lowest limb part of our body. So if you become low, as much as possible, low down, so then you will get the mercy. So that is the thing. So pada is the lowest part of the body, and pada dhuli is that under that part also, the lowest part. Dust is under the feet, under the palm. So the lowest, under that nothing is there. Your dust is the lowest part. So if you consider the lowest, touching to the lowest part of the body, so that means you are become humbled. That is the feeling of humility. That is pleasing to everybody. So that means you have to follow, surrender by becoming so humble and serve them under their feet, just means like a menial servant of them. Like a menial servant. That is the meaning of smearing the dust of Rajobhisekam. Not that actually we'll go and collect dust, and nowadays everybody is wearing shoes. There is no dust in the road also. There are all dammer cement roads. So then no, bring some blade and take out some blood, take the, not dust is not there, you can take the blood then. Smear the blood. But dust you can't get now. It's not like that. Okay. Okay, I think thank you to all to tolerate for these 5 days. Tolerate this rascal, follower of Hiranyakashipu.
Thus, I'll just invite the attention of all kind attention of all devotees to share their experiences. So, before delving into the subject, I am just as a sense of token of respect towards Maharaj, I am just offering millions and trillions of gratitudes upon the lotus feet of Maharaj. Maharaj just spent his most valuable time in just educating us in this beautiful science of Krishna consciousness. Mostly this Prahlad Maharaj's pastimes is very superb and excellent in the spiritual history. So Maharaj, all the tremendous contributions are in fact incredible, and it has no any compensatory evaluations. So I must therefore, and Maharaj's teaching was very inspirational and motivational. Maharaj was connecting with certain practical and pragmatic approaches, in the sense that there was very metaphorical, in the sense that Maharaj was using WhatsApp, etc., and he was admitted into ICU. Those are very touching and catchy, because those are enlightening all of us. Because simply if we will hear Bhagavatam in its proper perspective, that will not be enthusiastic, and that will not enthuse us to higher extent. So Maharaj is attributed with such a very erudite scholarship, such a very beautiful skill. So we have millions and trillions of gratitude to Maharaj. So he was also teaching us within the perspective of Srila Prabhupada's modern mission, exactly within the perspective of Srila Prabhupada. He was going chronologically, sequentially, as per the purports enshrined by Srila Prabhupada. In this beautiful transcendental testament document, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the glorious literature for all of us, so Maharaj has really indebted all of us for his so much invaluable, incalculable contribution in educating us to consciousness. So I am, yes, again offering millions of gratitude and yes, tributes to Maharaj. So I must request all other devotees to share their experiences if they like to share. Param Karun Prabhu.
Yes, indeed, Maharaj did take us systematically through these chapters, covering all the important points, and from the purports of Srila Prabhupada, and of course all the verses were covered. I think more or less all verses were touched upon in these chapters. So thank you, Maharaj, for that. Maharaj, also like to thank you for tolerating my questions. Some of them may have been strange and so on, and many questions. So amazing patience, Maharaj, and tolerance you have. Also like to thank Maharaj for his amazing conviction. Whenever a question was asked, doubt was raised, Maharaj was very clear and very convincing, and sticking to the scriptures, to Srila Prabhupada and the Acharyas, no matter what. Even though there was every attempt to kind of budge, but Maharaj was very strong in terms of following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. Thank you, Maharaj.
Mahaprabhu Kripa Das Prabhuji, please continue.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, Dandat Pranam. Maharaj, we really enjoyed all your classes. They were so lively, and you did not miss out any point, and you brought to us each and every point with so much of liveliness. And some of the questions which were asked, I somehow had a feeling that those questions could not have an answer, but you made it a point to answer them in such detail that it totally opened up my eyes. And there was not a single question which was asked which you did not explain in great detail. That was really amazing and it really touched me. And we are really very fortunate to have your company and listen to you. Thank you, Maharaj. My humble obeisances and Dandat Pranam to you. And we really had your blessings of your company. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sumati Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Maharaj. I'm very poor in expressing, but Maharaj is always one of the favorite speaker. And I have learned lots of things, and especially how in very simple and humorous manner Maharaj teaches us. And the words, means all the teachings were very much like in learning process, but the one word which was like which spoke me very much is Krishna Graha Grahit Atma. So this word is very much inspiring for me, and I want to be like in the position of Krishna Graha Grahit Atma. So if Maharaj blesses us and give us more teachings, then maybe one day it is possible. And Maharaj, there is one question to us. Can I, Maharaj?
Yes, go ahead.
Maharaj, it is out of context. It is to be said that our sadhana should be very strong. So early morning rise, attending Mangla Aarti and then chanting. But what if we are doing some deity seva, like dressing deities in the early morning, then our chanting means they are pending, and all the day throughout we are struggling with our chanting. And in morning times after Mangla, just after Mangla, we are busy in like cooking for deities and decorating them. And then after that, since 7:38, Guru Puja and everything goes on, and I have to do then regular household activities, and the chanting is then later part, and till night or sometimes till evening, it's dragging out for chanting 16 rounds. So, is it not good sadhana, Maharaj? I'm always in
Are you telling about the temple or this is your house deity?
It's like a center, not temple exactly, center.
In center, there is no pujaris, you have to do the pujari work.
The pujaris are also there, but I personally cook for deities, and sometimes I also.
Okay, cooking is required after chanting. In the morning.
But I also indulge in dressing also, Maharaj.
So you should not indulge in dressing. That is the chanting time, you should chant. Let the pujari do that. Pujari has no household work to do. So he can chant after dressing. But you have so many work, so you should take that time for chanting because you have other work to do.
Maharaj, it is my one of the most favorite devotional service to be performed. Like I personally enjoy.
So you can dress in night dress, sun arti.
Okay, that means I should focus on chanting.
Of course, that is our Yuga Dharma. Dressing is not our Yuga Dharma. Okay?
Okay, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Deepening Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I cannot express Maharaj when in the Bhakti Vedanta group or WhatsApp group when the message popped up that you are the next teacher for us. How excited! Not only me but my whole family was so excited. Maharaj is going to take session for us on Prahlad Charitra. We were so happy, and the excitement continued for the whole session. And very, very grateful to you, Maharaj, for accepting this wonderful, giving us this wonderful class, accepting to give us the class for this section of Bhakti Vedanta. And I deeply desire and pray that you join us again in this Bhakti Vedanta course for teaching us some other section of Srimad Bhagavatam. We want to continue with you this journey sometime. And it was very nice, as you're always your unique way of explaining. The way you explain, we feel like we are there at that time. Hiranyakashipu's Sabha is there. We are also there. It is happening. The demigods are there. So it was very nice. And whatever questions we had, whether it be small or big, you answered them all with great patience. So for that also, I'm very thankful to you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Nursing Nikai Das Prabhuji. Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my respectful obeisances, Maharaj. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, when we wake up early in the morning, we take bath by showering. When we shower, by taking bath with water, then we purify this body. Similarly, devotees also like a holy river. Enter these 5 days, we get connection with holy river like a sadhu, and we also become purified. From the beginning, when you came, we heard you, and although I was outside, because I had to take my daughter to tuition 5 to 6. So that time I hear your lecture, and immediately when I come room, I inform my wife, please you connect computer, always be ready. When I come, I should be in class. So we got connected with you, Maharaj, and we got benefited by getting your association. Thank you, Maharaj, for giving us your this valuable association. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. And also bless us so we can get such devotees association for our purification.
Okay.
Maharaj, I just beg your permission to wind up the session, Maharaj.
Yes.
So now let us all together chant. Maharaj, yes, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.